it's been a little bit of time. We're not going to focus on that today. We're at Mahoneys because I had to come here for other stuff. I've never been here. I'm very excited, and I also have to pee really bad, so hopefully I can do that. Mahoneys was full of stuff I wanted. Okay, so I'm back from Mahoneys. That place was crazy. It wasn't very big, but they had so many plants that I just haven't seen anywhere else. And I've been to quite a few like trendy little greenhouses, and this place had much better prices and much better selection. So I'm super excited. Thank you to my girls in the New England Plant Squad for letting me know about Mahoneys and recommending that particular location. I went to the Brighton one. So shout out to Julie and Katie. Thank you for the advice. I mentioned briefly in the car that I just had to make a run up to Waltham for work, and I just kind of, oops, there's a Mahoneys there, so I had to go. I wanted to show you guys really quick what I grabbed at Mahoneys, and then I will do some unboxing. So I gave myself a time limit at Mahoneys because I really needed to get back on the road before traffic got crazy, and I thought that that would help me like not buy so many plants, but instead it just made me buy plants way faster. So the first thing I'll show you is like one of the more expensive things that I got. I got two things that were like $24.95. Yeah, this was $24.98, but Mahoneys was actually having a 20% off foliage sale this week. So I ended up getting about $4 to $5 off of just about all the plants that I got, and the smaller ones I got between like $1.25 and like $2.50 off. So it was really cool. That helped ease the pain of buying more plants. This beautiful plant right here is a Calathea setosa. This one definitely has quite a bit of crispiness around the older leaves here, so I'm going to clean all that up and give the leaves a nice wipe down and let it adjust to my home for a little while before I repot it. I'm trying to get better about not immediately repotting things because like I'm convinced that everyone else's dirt is just like full of bugs. The next thing I grabbed, I've been meaning to get one of these. I was just waiting because I knew they were not super rare and I'd be able to find one for like $5 or $6, and that's what happened. I could definitely get these online for about that much, but then with the shipping, they end up being closer to like 12. So it's just dead stuff. So I wanted to grab this while I was looking at it, and it was only $5.98, and then I also got the 20% off of this as well. So this is a Burgundy Peperomia. And I love peperomias, as you might know, so this was one of the rippled peperomias that I didn't have yet, so I wanted to pick this one up, and I love it already. Some of these got really kind of like beat up because the girl at Mahoneys, who was very nice, but was really determined to cram all of my plants into this little cardboard container instead of just letting me carry one. So she ended up breaking a bunch of my leaves. And I'm polite, so I just sat there and let her do it. This is the worst of what happened during that whole struggle, because I finally got my Begonia maculata. I don't know why I didn't get this when I went to Logie's, because they were right there, but and I think they were around the same price, so you know. But I was overwhelmed. But this is what happened when the lady was cramming my stuff into the thing. She broke this right off the top. Rude. I did that thing that socially awkward people do where I was like, and then I just made a face, you know, instead of saying something. Should have said something. Like, don't break my shit. Moving on. Okay, the next thing I grabbed at Mahoneys is actually not for me. This is for my boyfriend's mom, who really likes my Pilea peperomioides. So I grabbed one of these. They were $12.98, which is like a little more than I would normally pay for this, but this one has a ton of little babies on it. So I'm probably gonna propagate some of the babies, because my Pilea I've had for like, I don't know, 7 months or something, and it hasn't made any babies yet. So I was feeling left out of the baby making game. Not that big. I mean, with the plants. I don't want any more babies. Look, see? This is what happens when you try and stuff things where they shouldn't be stuffed. The next thing I got, I may or may not have also bought during my plant mail ordering thing that we're doing to deal with grief, probably unhealthily. This was also $5.98, also had the 20% off discount, and this is a goldfish plant. And I've just wanted one of these for a while, but I kept finding them for like $35, and I don't know what those people are smoking, but I knew that it was not worth $35 and I'd be able to find it at a much better price. So I just waited, and now I have it. This is some kind of Alocasia, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is yet. It says 6-inch Alocasia assorted. So you can see here that like some of the plants were a little picked over. You'll probably see that in the clips that I took if they came out good. But the sale, I imagine people kind of, you know, bought out the best. I'm pretty excited to have this. This is a nice like architectural plant. And I'm just putting these plants all up next to the plants I already have, so hopefully they don't have any bugs, because I don't have a quarantine room anymore. I just have another plant room. And finally, my favorite thing that I got at Mahoney's today, that I made the guy go get the little hooky thing for, and then he kind of made fun of me for calling it a hooky thing, but that's okay. It's this Hoya. So this is a Hoya kentiana. And I don't know anything about it, except I thought it was a Hoya linearis, and I got very excited, but it wasn't, and I still wanted it. So hopefully I don't kill it. Look, it started to like wind around its little hanging basket, and I just think that that is precious. This was the most expensive thing that I got today. It was only $24.98, so I didn't think that was really that bad for such a big Hoya, considering that there's cuttings, you know, going for like $20 on Etsy right now of fairly common Hoyas. So let's get to the unboxing. Okay, so first up, I have a box from the plant haul. If somehow you found your way to my channel and have not heard of Harley G or her mom Steph Hall, you're gonna need to go hear about them. But they have a plant shop on Etsy. Okay, so they wrote live plants on here in an attempt to keep the postman from destroying my new friends. Okay, so they use paper packaging. That's awesome. No styrofoam. And this is packed in pretty nicely. Just like that. Just gonna take these little guys out. So there's not a lot of soil in the box at all. It's pretty good. Let's open the big one first, because I was always that kid. Hi. Philodendron erubescens or something like that. So this is in a 6-inch pot, and it was only $10, which I thought was totally reasonable. Beautiful. So obviously this needs to, like, you know, fluff out and be a little less, but it's doing pretty good. It looks great. The leaves look really healthy, and it's a very good size. So very happy with that. $10. Great price. Great price. I love philodendrons. I just realized there's all this mess in my background. Oh my God. Just do what everyone on Instagram does, right? And you just, like, put a plant in the frame. Oh, what mess. There's no mess there. This is my Hoya Bilobata. Bilobata, probably. Oh, look. So cute. Looks really healthy. Cute. So here's my little Hoya. It's so adorable. I've definitely added quite a few Hoyas to my collection over the last month or so. I was gonna do like a whole plant gains video, but I've like literally bought so many plants, I'm like ashamed of myself, so I don't even want to do it anymore. So I should probably find a therapist. Ooh, ooh. Oh, buddy. Oh. All right. So, oh. This guy needs a drink. I don't know how this one managed to get so dry, but it is definitely dry. So I'm gonna give it a drink ASAP. But this is my Ruby Cascade Peperomia, and this one was also $10. So here is the Ruby Cascade Peperomia. But yeah, so that's the stuff that I got from the plant haul on Etsy. That's Harley G and her mom, Steph Hall's Etsy shop for plants. They have very good prices. And I'd say everything got here in pretty good shape. Just the peperomia looks a little bit bummed out, but I think it'll be okay with a little bit of drink of water. So no worries there. So that was my first order from the plant haul, and this is my first order from Steve's Leaves. So I'm pretty pumped about this one. I, again, have wanted to order from Steve's Leaves for a long time, and a friend of mine, when she, a few days after she found out that my brother passed away, she very kindly tricked me into telling her where I would go to online shop for plants, and Steve's Leaves is one of the places that I mentioned. Ended up sending me a gift certificate to Steve's Leaves, so I spent that happily. Thank you, Erin. That was so thoughtful, and normally I would argue with people about accepting things like that, but I needed it. I needed that kindness. Everybody's been really great, honestly. It's like literally the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and yeah. Okay, so we have this little paper here that tells you what to do when your order arrives.
Unpack your plants immediately. Carefully remove the packing paper, plastic, and shredded paper. Oh, good. Check each pot when it is unpacked. If the soil is dry, give it some water. If you have ordered a plant that requires high humidity, move it to a plastic bag, terrarium, or human greenhouse. Do not let strong sunlight shine into an enclosed container. Solar heat will heat up the container and damage your plant.
Okay, there's a lot of words here, so I'm going to stop reading now. Ooh. All these leaves falling off. Ah! This piece is falling off. I think it's interesting to see how the different plant places ship their stuff. I think the ones that arrive in the best conditions are the ones that are wrapped in paper, but also have like a stake in the middle of them so that things don't get crushed when they inevitably get turned over upside down. They won't rush to the other end of the package and just, you know, headbutt themselves to death. Okay, so here is my Peperomia Rubella, and it was $12.99. So this is one of the most underrated houseplants in the world, in my opinion. This is a Coleus, and look at this thing. This thing is wild. Look at that baby. It looks like a bouquet of flowers. Oh, that is gorgeous. This is a Plectranthus hybrid. So this is a Coleus hybrid. It's not a species. It's called Brighto. Also looks really healthy. These are some of the healthiest looking plants I think I've gotten in the mail so far, so that's cool. So this is a begonia. This should be the begonia tie-dye. Yes, the begonia tie-dye. Look at her. Who is she? Let's see if we can get that leaf in the light here. Ooh, so pretty. These are also very easy to open, which I appreciate. All right. Ew, look at this pink pod. Yuck. Not a hot pink person. So this is also a Coleus. This is a hybrid as well. This is an Othello. Look at this thing. It's like this deep, deep purple, and it's all textured and crunchy and cool. I'm gonna get better lights, guys. It's on my list. See how cool that is? Oh my God, I'm like so into these. I love Coleus. They grow like crazy. I don't know how these will do. We'll find out, but I plan to keep my sunny windows full of Coleus. They like full sun, direct sun. I thought for a while that the direct sun was washing mine out, but now all of a sudden it's the color it's supposed to be again, and it's getting a lot of direct sun. So I don't know. I think maybe it was just dealing with winter poorly. So this is my Peperomia Polybotrya. I'm pretty sure. Oh, stop falling off. These leaves definitely wins for way easy to open. This was like so easy to deal with. I think masking tape is what makes the difference. And I got it because I love these big, like waxy, heart-shaped leaves are so cute. I know a lot of people love peperomia for like the very diminutive, small variations of them, but I kind of love the big ones. I think they're so cool looking. Oh, I'm so happy to have these. These are beautiful. Very impressed with this order. I'm really, guys, I'm like literally surrounded by plants right now. I would show you, but right now I need a new tripod for my phone because this one is balanced currently on a pack of face wipes, a pair of Bluetooth headphones, and a thing of Carmex lip balm. Don't ask. You don't even want to know. So this is a Begonia Starry Nights. Anybody else ever like want to read the shards of newspaper that they get as if they come from another planet and not just another state? At that baby. Ooh. So I have a lot of plants to pick through and clean and take dead leaves off of and water and figure out where the hell I'm putting all of these. I'm gonna need some other coping mechanisms. That said, I have like 2 more boxes on the way, so expect an unboxing of those, and then I swear to God, I'm done for like a little while at least. That does not count outdoor plants though, because we haven't even gotten started on the outdoor garden, so stay tuned for that. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much once again for all of the support over the last few weeks. Losing my brother has been a nightmare, and I don't wish this on anyone at all. But that said, it's incredible what you just can live through. So I guess I will leave you guys with a heartfelt thank you for your love and patience while I've gone through this, and just appreciate your people while you have them. It really can be over tomorrow.